Try not to touch anything in here, please. I'm quite busy at the moment calibrating the feral implants. It's very precise work, requires attention. It's endless work as well. As soon as I make these changes, Dr. Franco will have additional ones. Oh well. Anyway, what can I do for you? I work for Dr. Franco. He designs the tech we use in the ferals, and I apply it to them. You can call them remote ferals. We implant a device right inside their brain, which in simple terms broadcasts subtle suggestions to their subconscious minds. We are able to calm them and control them. We use them to navigate the toxic city. Their headsets are wired to their sense organs. So we can transmit back data every second they're out there, until we lose contact, that is. Well, for an unknown reason, the ferals cease to transmit data after a few hours within the city. Data suggests they are regaining their senses, if you can call them that. More than that, their behavior becomes somewhat different than the average feral. They even attack sane ghouls. They will even attack natural ferals, ones we haven't touched. They only seem to tolerate their own kind with strict discrimination. I don't know what it's like in the Mojave, but there aren't many robots around here, at least not in areas we can reach. Besides, they're expensive. To create, I mean. There were plenty of ferals wandering out from Boulder, and the materials needed to manipulate them are much less than robots. Thanks to Dr. Field's unconventional innovations, we're able to recon Boulder at an acceptable cost. They are strange but efficient means. Well, I was born in a vault in Denver. Left for greener pastures when I became a young man. I thought the mountain park would be a safe place. It has its dangers, but anything is better than becoming food for the dogs. I wandered for a while, kept myself alive by scavenging and hunting, sometimes being hunted. Then I met Dr. Franco in the junkyard. He recognized my talents and put in a good word for me. Dr. Franco could probably use your assistance if you haven't spoken to him already. Our ferals have been going missing, it seems. You'll find him outside in the junkyard working with his assistant, Young. Of course, don't let me keep you.
Ah, it's you. I've been waiting to speak with you. Elder Guile has told me all about you, and I've read Dr. Fabler's report. You're very talented. Yes, Fabler is a crafty man. He claims to have been following your progress in the Mojave. I wanted to speak with you about a delicate matter. A young initiate, Jessica Robbins, was found killed in the bathroom a few nights ago. I'm supposed to be on leave at the moment due to stress. I've taken a suspect, Edson Blake, into custody, but I've not felt capable to run a proper investigation yet. I could use an impartial eye on this. What do you say? Are you able to handle this investigation for me? Huh? Who's Watson? Is that a suspect? Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, so I'll leave you to it, sir.
Don't get too close. You're talking to a killer, you know. What's the point in debating it? They all think I'm guilty. I hear them behind my back. The guy's quiet, likes to keep to himself, and the imaginations run wild. I'm no monster. Not that you'd believe me. That's fair enough. I'm glad you have an open mind about all of this. So many are quick to judge, without knowing all the facts. I was meditating in my room, then sleeping as most were. I was unaware that anything had happened until morning. I thought my heart would stop. It enraged me to think that someone could hurt something so pure and innocent. That person is still out there, while I'm stuck in this cage. Crawley, Paladin Crawley, he was always jealous of me, hated me. Jessica, his girlfriend, had a soft spot for me. He couldn't stand it. He suspected we were together. He is a paranoid man. Many nights I overheard them arguing, but I never touched Jessica. We had a connection, that's true, but we were just friends. It wouldn't surprise me if he killed her himself in one of his jealous fits, using my combat knife to incriminate me. The man is a snake. Okay, but don't forget about me. I'm an innocent man.
Hey there. Big guy put you in charge of the investigation, right? I guess he wanted an impartial eye on these matters, huh? Just do a good job. You need to find the real killer. For Jessica. She deserves that much at least. She deserves more than she got. What kind of a man could do this? Poor sweet Jessica. She was such an angel. I can't imagine someone harming a hair on her head. Yeah, me too. Thank you, all the same though. Yes, as a matter of fact I do. He's the only person that comes to mind. He was always leeching after her, but Jessica would have none of it. That's not fucking true. She fucking hated that bastard. Don't push me, asshole. I'll fucking kill you where you stand. No, I didn't mean that. I would never have hurt her. Not really. I hit her a few times, but never any serious damage. You gotta believe me. No, nothing like that. She was a sweet girl. Well liked. You want my opinion? This was a crime of passion. 2 words. Edison Blake. He's your man. Good. You've interrogated me enough. Find the real killer.
Hello again. Do you require further assistance? I see. Sentinel Grant has hung the investigation upon your shoulders, Well, let me see. That's odd. There are actually 2 blood samples here. That would suggest the killer was wounded during the attack. Rather than taking blood samples from everyone in the building, go and speak to Penny. Dr. Anderson, that is. There was a full medical checkup the day after the attack. Find out if anyone had recent wounds. That'll narrow it down. Of course, don't let me keep you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Anderson, the medical officer here, but you can call me Penny. It's good to see you defrosted and up and about. You're part of history now, you know. You're the first human to be cured of the Selton syndrome. Without knowing it, you've done the impossible. Or the seemingly impossible. But not anymore. It's a shame the NCR abandoned their research so early, when progress was just around the corner. So, what can I do for you? You're right, the Brotherhood are very selective, to say the least, when it comes to membership. Times have been tough for us here in Boulder. They wanted to tap into any resources they could to gain any edge over the NCR. They took to recruiting the most useful civilians in the area. My advanced medical expertise ensured I was one of the first on the list. I'm happy here. I've more than proved my worth and loyalty. And besides, they couldn't exactly manage without a medical expert. The soldier who was filling in for medic could barely put a Band-Aid on. How ridiculous! I don't know what they'd have done if I hadn't come along. I did, yes. I can't even think about it. Ugh, it's too much to even think about. I just have to move on and keep working. It's too horrible to dwell on. Yes, maybe you're right. I shouldn't keep everything bottled up inside. I was concerned about her relationship with Crawley. The constant arguments. She was such a kind person, so gentle. It upset me to hear him shouting at her. I heard him on more than one occasion. I confronted Jessica. She kept telling me it was her own fault and that she was a lousy person sometimes and Crawley only wanted to help her. It was so sad to hear. She really believed she was worthless, and it crushed me. More than a few times I found bruises during her medical exams. She always had an excuse. But I knew the truth. I knew he was hitting her. I just never thought he would go that far. I still don't believe it, I suppose. Did he kill her? I honestly do not know. But it's scary to think that a killer is among us. I hope you get to the bottom of it soon. Well, everyone had their scheduled full checkups the day after the attack, and only 2 soldiers had minor wounds, Crawley and Roach. Roach had a minor cut across his hand, and Crawley had a deep wound on his forearm that he'd recently treated himself. Was a terrible dressing. Anything else I can help you with? I certainly do. Here, take a look. I'll be right here with the Band-Aids ready.
I can't understand it. A murder by one of our own? Poor Jessica. Poor Crawley. He worshipped that girl. They certainly had their arguments, sure. But he really loved her. Can't believe an animal like that has been sleeping among us. I always knew there was something wrong about that guy. We jokingly nicknamed him the Monster. Imagine that. Looks like he certainly lived up to his name. I think we should take him outside and shoot him. She was killed with Blake's combat knife. It was found at the scene. I saw the way he looked at her. He was jealous of Crawley and what they had. He must have thought, if he can't have her, then no one can. That's evidence and a motive. The guy's guilty as sin. I don't know. I suppose they did, now that I think of it. And Crawley likes to keep his women in line. You can't fault him for that. It would get heated. Only when she got out of line, he would put her in her place. Not out of spite, you must know. Just to teach her a lesson. You don't think... No, of course not. Crawley could never have done that to her. I don't like where these questions are going. Let's just talk about something else. I had a couple of drinks in the mess hall. Nothing unusual. And then I went to bed, like most nights. The other men will vouch for me, except Crawley. Now that I think of it, he did get up real late, probably around midnight. Figured he went for one of his late walks. That isn't a crime, right? All right then, here it is. Take as much as you want. It's all clean.
What now? I'm suffering enough without your constant harassment. Why do you need that? No, stop wasting time with me and find the real killer. It's Blake's blood you should be taking, not mine. No. Here's my hand. I'm sorry about that. I've just been upset. Okay then, good luck with the investigation. You again, the great detective. Okay then, good luck with the investigation.
So, you have returned. I hope you are closer to the truth. Why do you need that? I mean, of course. That's fine. Here. Okay. But don't forget about me. I'm an innocent man.
I suppose I can spare a moment to converse with you. Ah, yes, of course. Let me have a look then. Yes, that's a definite match. It looks like your killer is Edison Black after all. Well done. You should go and report your findings to Sentinel Grant at once.
Thanks again for the assist. What can I do for you? Really? That's great news, my friend. So, who is it? Well, that certainly makes it easy for me, as he's already in the cell. So, you're sure he's the killer? That's good news, my friend. Thank you for everything you've done here. The right man will pay for his crime. Now I can put all this behind. I really appreciate your help on this case. I have something I think you'll appreciate. It's a rare handgun, salvaged, repaired, and fully restored. The Brotherhood doesn't make a habit of sharing tech, even a relic like this, so don't get used to it. I trust you'll put it to good use. I'll assist you in any way I can. The Brotherhood doesn't normally trade with outsiders, though here in Colorado, we tend to be more liberal. We won't trade with just anyone, but those with skills useful to us are more than welcome to. Let me show you what we have in stock. Head into the landfill and you'll notice an old gas station nearby. To the right, you'll find a road to Dome City. Not the place for normal humans. I heard there's an old factory there. They call it the Dead Factory. Probably just campfire tales for the most part. Well, we're presently in Boulder Mountain Park. Nothing but a big landfill, a rusty old shack town, and a lot of caves. Steer clear of the caves. The cannibal creatures inhabit most of them, so you're better off keeping well away, though some of the caves will lead you into the wastes. Also a dangerous place. We believe the NCR are camping out there somewhere. We've sent salvager teams in as well, to recon the old facilities. Could be some great pre-war tech out there, but we have to be careful not to provoke the NCR too early. We can't afford to lose more men right now. If you follow the cave tunnel past the shooting range, you'll eventually reach the wastes. A lot of it's unexplored territory, so be on your guard. Seeking to acquire new and powerful tech, to keep it from the hands of those who'd misuse it. It's our primary function in the Brotherhood of Steel. The dome itself is an extremely strategic fort to capture as well. Would give us a point of great strength in Colorado to help us withstand the NCR. They're like cockroaches, multiplying all the time. Our recon reports reveal a small army of NCR ghouls. I mean, ghouls. Since when does NCR recruit ghouls as troopers? They're using them to navigate Boulder. We can't afford them to capture the dome. Though the dome has some very strong defenses, I feel it's only a matter of time. That's why we're sending you in there, to make contact first. We believe they want to destroy the dome to contain the original source of the Seltsan syndrome, but you have proven their foolishness. Their methods are too extreme. They gave up on finding a cure and decided they simply had to kill every carrier. I doubt the public NCR knows this. The NCR are operating in secret death squads. They've tracked the virus for months, killing all carriers they came across, until they came here, to Boulder, as they believe the dome is the origin point of the disease. So they seek to destroy it and everyone inside. We can't let that happen. I understand. I'll see you around.
Once again, you speak to an innocent man behind bars. The blood sample, of course. I should have been more careful. Getting involved with Jessica, I mean. Crawley is a jealous man. Think what you like. You think you're clever, don't you? In time, you'll be put to the test. You'll see. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
You again, the great detective. Good. You've interrogated me enough. Find the real killer.